Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome. It's me. Okay, so, okay, maybe my coffee is kind of kicking in. I hope you all have snacks. I hope you have your coffee or tea. I need to start drinking more tea, I think. I'm not sure. We'll find out. There was a moment where I was like obsessed with peach tea. Yeah. Anywho, so we're gonna work with wisdom cards and getting into the vortex card this morning. So let's just dive in, shall we? Well, maybe we won't. Before I dive in, if you know anybody who might enjoy these experiences, always feel free to invite them. You don't have to tag them. Some people don't like that, but like share the link with them, like share it to them in Messenger or email them the link or whatever. Just say, hey, you might enjoy this. Let's have fun together. So let's look at bubbles. So the card that I chose from the Wisdom Oracle or the Wisdom cards, I release the past with ease and I trust the process of life. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I release the past with ease and I trust the process of life. It kind of gives me anxiety, but also I like it because it's like, you know what? The past is the past. And a lot of us, like a lot of us allow the past to hinder us and to like really just shit on our days. And why? The past has been done. We're no longer there, and it's so like important for us to figure out how to just release it. And I think like being able to affirm like I release the past with ease, it helps us to just like really put ourselves in that mindset to just let it go and to focus on our own life and trusting that process and finding something better for us, right? And I like that it's combined with my relationships are supposed to feel good. My relationships are supposed to feel good. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So, your life is supposed to feel good to you. Before your birth, you knew that the primary component of your physical experience that would offer the greatest value for your personal and collective expansion and joy would be the relationships that you would experience with each other. It was your plan to relish the diversity of your relationships and to choose from them the details that would make up your creations. And here you are. So, my relationships are supposed to feel good. What does that say to you? I actually like that it's combined with I release the past with ease and I trust the process of life. And so, very simply put, again, please share your thoughts, share your feelings, share what you think. And again, if you're watching a recording of this, keep commenting, share those things, and we'll talk about it. But what I really like because it's combined with the past, I do feel like it's a lot of times when we're building relationships, new relationships, we base it on past stuff. So let's say, in the past we've had, this experience, and now this new person, it feels like they're going to be the same type of person, or they said something that the other person used to say, and so it's a flag for me, and I automatically treat this person differently from that point forward. And that's actually really harmful because it very well could not be, that thing. It can be, but we need to utilize proper discernment here. And so relate my relationships are supposed to feel good. And so let me not hold on to the past relationships. Let me not hold on to the people who I've hurt and who've been hurt by me. Let me or who I've been hurt by. Oh my gosh, I can't talk this morning. Maybe that coffee's not kicking in. So it's definitely saying it is time. It is time for us. It's not about the people. It's about us. And so it's time for us to look at our past relationships and focus on what felt good about them and release the rest. Like they're no longer here, they're no longer with me, they're no longer a part of this story, and that person is different now, and I am no longer the same person, and I no longer have to be any sort of type of way. And so I don't want to be painting my future with old paintbrushes and old canvas and old paints, right? I'm not doing that. And so what I am going to do is focus on what I learned, focus on what I love, focus on what I appreciate, focus on the things that make me happy, and I'm going to let the rest go. These relationships, these past experiences are going to fade, and I'm going to retain the beautiful, experiences that have helped me to grow. I'll retain that, but everything way. And I'm going to trust the process of life. I'm going to trust that, I'm doing this for myself and the future of my relationships and how I connect with people. And so this morning we're meditating upon that. My relationships are supposed to feel good. I release the past with ease and I trust the process of life. You know, this morning we sit with where we are in our own relationships. We sit with focusing on what we love about them and releasing the friction, releasing the challenge, releasing the things that aren't that great, that we don't want to hold on to. We don't have to hold on to these things. That doesn't mean that they're not a part of our story. It just means that we're no longer activating them. They're no longer an active part of our story because we've experienced them. They are part of us, but we don't have to continue to allow them to shape us. So, yeah. What are your thoughts? Any last minute thoughts? I feel like that's enough to sort of like just a little daily dose to sort of sit with for a minute. My relationships are supposed to feel good, and I release the past with ease. It's the releasing of the past energies and the past people, situations, experiences that helps free space for more like things that are great. And that's like the cool thing here. I'll close this in a second, but that's the cool thing here. When we release those experiences that are not that great for us, when we release the hold that we allow for them to have on us, we free up space for the good things. And that's why it's so important for us to focus on the things that we learned from and all of those things. So that will help shape the future. So as we let go of the things that are not the best, and that are negative attachments, as we let go of those and as we focus on the good things and the things that feel good to us, that make us feel joyful and happy, we make more space and we put that in those spaces that we've made room for, right? And so that's like the cool thing about this. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little conversation, this little dose of Deviant Daily. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to know how to support these videos and future videos, you're more than welcome to click the links in the description of this video. I will be back later this afternoon, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, depending on where you are. I hope you have fun, and I will talk to you soon.